there, studio owner. You've put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating a brick and mortar business that serves your clients and impacts the community you love. You are my hero. And I'm pretty sure we could sit down and talk like besties do, because I get it. I've had my studio business for over 12 years, a handful of kids, and a few passion projects that I love. Like this one. Hey there, I'm Melissa Rose, your visibility coach for the studio owner who wants more stellar clients coming through their doors, more bank in their bank account, and more time to hang out and be completely present with those they love most. In this podcast, we're going to share the nitty-gritty of running a successful studio business, sharing stories, talking strategy, and learning practical tips that leave you inspired, empowered, and equipped to create your epic life every single day. So, if you're a dance studio, yoga studio, Pilates studio, or a fitness boutique studio, you are in the right place. Add some kiddos into the mix and maybe a life partner, and I call you a rebel woman. Ready to dive in? Let's get real.
Welcome back to Brick and Mortar Visibility. How are you, everybody? How are my rebel women? Happy New Year. Happy 2023. As I was prepping for today's episode, I was thinking, oh my word, I remember when 2000 seemed like so far in the future, and now we are at year 2023. And I'm still here. And I'm not as old as I thought I would be. Isn't it funny when you were like 15, 40-ish, seemed really, really far away and really, really old. But alas, here we are. Hope you guys are well. I am, as always, excited to come in because we are going to dive into some major visibility strategies this season. And I, like you, have some goals. I'm sure you have some goals. And we go through that list of goals or resolutions or aspirations for the year. And we feel, let me just speak for myself. I at times feel overwhelmed. And because I want to do so much, right? But then I have to take a step back and remind myself, it does not need to be done today. Not everything needs to be done today. And then I take a deep breath and I go, okay. So I'm asking you to look at your list or think about what all you want to accomplish in 2023 and remind you that it doesn't need to be done all today. All right? However, as a goal-oriented person, as a rebel woman, as somebody who is ambitious and has a brick and mortar studio, you are wanting to achieve great things this year. And you know that momentum comes with action. So you want to take some action, and we want to take strategic action so that our year end finishes strong. So here we go. I want you to really think about where you are right now in January 2023. Are you in a growing season or are you in a stabilizing season? Are you pruning the garden or are you fertilizing the garden? As my fellow gardeners will understand. So even though it's January, you might be adding fuel to the fire, putting fertilizer in the garden, really going strong and growing. And that is your season. You may be in a season where you're like, nope, I'm in a good place, but I need to stabilize and I need to fix some back office things. I need to make things tighter so that way when we push again, things are easier. All right? So where are you? Because that will determine what you need to take action on. And when I work with clients, I am very intentional about we don't do everything all at the same time. We pick 1 or 2 goals a quarter. I really love a 12-week session. I love a 12-week session because it genuinely gives us enough time to get the job done, get the strategic action, get the strategy mapped out and done and executed. And then it usually gives us enough time to track the results. Okay, track what we're doing, see what needs to be tweaked, and it then becomes a system. So that's my goal for us when we work together, is that we come in, we have a couple things that we're really going to dial in on this quarter and make it a system, make it automated, make it delegated, make it so that it happens without you even being part of the process. So that way it can be duplicated or it is mapped out really tight and clear so that somebody can take it over. All right. And that we are doing something that makes sense for the business. Okay. So that is how I work with my people. And when I talk with clients, I want your business to be the only option in town. And that is where we're going to dive into 8 things you must do to create killer SEO to be the only option in town? This is something that I get kind of geeked out on. If you would have asked me 6 years ago, I would have laughed at you saying there's no way that I would be excited to talk about this. But this is something I really genuinely get excited about because business is perception. You can offer a great service, but if nobody's talking about it, nobody knows about it, you don't really have anybody buying it, which means you don't have a business. All right. And we have been part of business owners and bought from people where the experience has been less than grand. And yet they're in business and they're doing really well. All right. So business first impression is huge. And we want to put that out there. That's why social media is such a big deal, right? So we put so much energy behind that social media. And I want you to back up one more step or two or three. And let's lay some groundwork for great SEO. What in the world is SEO? SEO is search engine optimization. So what that means in layman's terms is basically when somebody says, hey, Siri, name dance studios in my area, your business comes up first. Hey, Siri, Pilates studio in my area, your business comes up first in seconds. All right. And the reason we want this.
I'll need to access your Spotify data to do this.
And that was in the moment. So now I have her turned off. And the reason we want to do this, everybody, is because we are lazy. We have so many things pulled in our direction. We are bombarded with texts, pings, emails, messenger, let alone the scroll, people talking to us, so many distractions that marketing our business is harder because we have to be that much more vocal, that much more out there. But then hearing the message, like from the consumer aspect, we have to really sift through so many things, right? And we're going to go with what's easiest. We are not going to go find websites and dial in or dig down in a website if we don't have an initial word of mouth or a referral or Google telling us this is where you should go. Okay, so that saves us time and energy. As Donald Miller says, it's the grunt test. Oh, okay, looks good, click further. We don't want people to have to work hard to find us. So that is why your Google business page is so, so important. Google does this all for free for us, okay? So it is our job to take advantage of this. This is a free resource, and 44% of business owners claim their Google business page. That means there's a whole bunch of others that do not. All right. So I want you to make sure you are claiming your Google business page, but not only doing that, taking advantage of it. Out of the 44% of people that claim their Google business page, 50% of people don't do anything with it. Just do a Google search on yourself. Like look up whatever businesses you're equated to. Let's say you're a Pilates studio and you say Pilates studios near me, or go to Google Maps and do that. And you are going to find Pilates studios, of course, is yours at the top. Doesn't matter right now. My point of the exercise is how many have not done anything with their Google business profile. There's no pictures, there's no information, it's kind of blank. You're like, what does that do to you? Do you want to go into that building? No, you don't. Okay. So that is why I am really passionate about this, and I want to go through this with you so that you can be found, you can be liked, and you can be trusted faster. When business owners work with me, I get two main questions. They ask me, I have a URL, I have a website. Is that the same as a business profile? It is not. All right. So it's as if you have your business, you have a sign out the door, but nobody's in the shop or nobody's in the studio doing the work. All right. Same thing with your URL. You have it out there, but there's nothing on the back end really helping you to promote it out to the masses. Google Business Profile is basically the yellow pages of the webs, okay, of the internet. All right. So back in the day, so a lot of you probably don't don't realize this. I mean, you might be way younger, but there used to be this really big fat book called the Yellow Pages. And inside there, you would put your business name and you would look under whatever industry you're in, pizza joint, whatever, and look up and your business would be listed there. Okay. Yes, you did pay for it, but on Google Business Profile, you don't have to, and it's the equivalent of that. All right. So it is not the same as your website. Now, the other question I get is, I'm local. Do I really need to go through the hassle of Google Business Profile? And the answer is yes. 64% of consumers use Google My Business or Google Business Profile. Those are used interchangeably to find a local business, according to localiq.com. All right, 64%. So I'm sure you have done this. You've gone to a new area, a new town, you're out with your partner, and you want to go to a nice Italian dinner. So you look up restaurants in the area, Italian restaurants in the area, and that's how you find the place you're going to go to dinner. Okay, so you must have this as a local business owner. Have I convinced you? Okay, so the two things we are going to do today is we are going to claim your Google business page. Some of you have probably done this already, so if you have, great. We'll get to some action here in a little bit. If you haven't, you're going to open up Google Maps, search your business, and then claim your business. And there's a verification process. It takes just a few minutes. Go ahead and do that, and then we can get started. All right. So go to Google Maps, look up your URL or your business, claim it, and get verified through a text, email. So in some cases, you may get a postcard, but it's pretty quick and painless. All right. Now, step 2 today is we are going to fill out your whole profile. Okay, so as you open up your dashboard to your Google Business Profile, you are going to see probably 9 or 10 icons. The first one to your left is Edit Your Profile. This one is very self-explanatory. It's probably going to take you 15 to 20 minutes to do. And I want you to go through it and take action on every single item. All right, you're going to say your name, your address, your hours, all the things. A couple tips here. When you get to your address, Google Maps will automatically populate a map. And then under that, you can put different service areas. And what I recommend is that you write down or put in all the neighboring communities that you get business from. It's just another way for Google to pull information. So when people are typing information, dance classes near me or yoga classes near me, your studio is going to pop up. All right. So I have people that come from 30-mile radius, 40-mile radius. So I am including all those communities individually. All right. So please make sure you do that. And then you are going to fill out any extra, like if you are woman owned, if you have what you're open to, if you have wheelchair access, all those amenities, because that just makes you more sellable, more approachable, more open and welcoming. All right. So really take the time to take advantage of this. Now, here's the fun part, you all. With Google Business Profile, a lot of the stuff I'm going to teach you here is one and done. If you take the action now within this first quarter, because we're just going to focus on Google Business Profile this quarter, you don't have to do it for a year. You're just going to check in once a year. Can you imagine not doing social media for a year? Could you imagine taking one marketing strategy and going, one and done, I'm done, I don't have to worry about it? That's what's lovely about this. So like 70% of Google Business Profile is one and done. Okay, so this first part, claiming your page and filling out your profile, I want you to do this week. All right. If you have questions, please schedule a 20-minute call with me. All right. And we can go through any questions that you have. If you want to get the Google Workshop and just go, you know what, Melissa, I want to get this done and do it, and let's do it, go to msmelissarose.com/Google Workshop. I just recorded an updated version of the Google Workshop that I've had on file. It's new and improved, more in depth, more detailed, and just for you guys. So please go grab it, MsMelissaRose.com/Google workshop. I am telling you, when you do this, when you take the time to do what's given to you, Google is trying to make it easy for us to market our business. You will see an improvement in your business, in your visibility, and in people coming in your doors. All right? I want you to take a look at mine. If you go and search The Dancing House through Google Maps, that's where you're going to see my business profile page come up. All right? And you're going to see what I have done. And you're going to see, oh, wow, she's in business. She's active. That creates a welcomeness, an openness. We're open for business. Come join us. Okay? So take a look at mine because we are going to walk through all of this in the next few weeks. All right? I also want to share with you a mastermind that I have coming up. I love masterminds. And this one is a 3-month mastermind. There's a reason for this, is because I want you to work on your 1 or 2 goals this quarter that you're going to get done and you're going to do well. And I want you to focus on them for 3 months, 90 days. Okay, 12 weeks, however you want to think about it. But when you work with a group, when you have accountability, you get those goals done. So MsMelissaRose.com/mastermind. We have a new session starting here in January. And if you want to just start 2023 off with a bang, this is a great low-cost way to get in a room with me, with coaching, with accountability, and with other amazing studio owners. All right, so I invite you to check that out. And if you want to schedule a 20-minute call, that's complimentary. Go to MsMelissaRose.com/deals to get that. All right, everybody, that wraps up an episode of Brick and Mortar Visibility, the first one of 2023. So your assignment is to claim your business profile, your Google business profile, and then start editing it. Okay, that's your job for this week. And I will be back in 2 weeks because we have a guest episode next week. I will be back in 2 weeks to go into step 2 of your Google business profile. All right, y'all, have a great week. Happy New Year, and we'll see you soon. Peace. Bye-bye.